Alright, so today we are doing mine and his joint gas mask collection. How many masks is it? Because I have 21, I think.
I haven't counted.
Okay. We'll count. We'll put a counter up in this video. I can say that because I'm not editing it. So first off we have, this is starting with his collection, we have the Polish MP5. Panoramic mask, looks very stalkerish. Just a pretty cool thing.
M95.
Thank you. This is his collection, not mine. Good, really modern mask with the Polish filter on, right?
I'm not really sure what the filter is, but it's just like...
Well, yeah, good, modern, 2 filter mask. Yeah. Scott, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
His PMG, which is a funny story. See, we both have one of these, and you paid $35 for this.
Yep.
And it's got a big rip in the forehead. It's missing its voice diaphragm cover. And I have one of these that I paid $19 for. That's in much better shape. It came with the filter, and I have to let it near the end of this. This is the Soviet PDF children's mask. It's very small. It's got permanently attached hose. Yeah, it's like the child version of the GP5. Israeli M15. It's a Draeger M69 class.
It's the original.
Oh, it is? I thought it was a
Yeah, it's like an original design. It's loosely based on it, but yeah, sort of.
The layout. Good mask. Weirdly expensive on the surplus market sometimes. J&A.
M52.
Thank you. It's like the British mask face piece that is used a lot. Like I have several of this style mask over here. Speaking of, LAGR Mark I, light anti-gas respirator with a modern 60mm filter on it. Used at the end of World War II and for a long time afterwards, mainly by paratroopers, because it's so light. This is the Z56, which is, funnily enough, we use this in Observed, or I use this in Observed, as like the main creature, monster, things mask. Very creepy looking, and this one's really scuffed up, so it adds that effect. These are dual, because he actually bought 3 and I bought one from him. Vercal safety masks. We think they might be scuba, maybe, or fire masks.
Yeah, I think they are scuba masks. I'm really not sure.
They aren't too terribly good quality, if I'm being honest, because one came broken and mine broke within a month. So, yeah. This is the M2 optical mask. It's American. It was designed at the end of World War II, I think, but never went into service, which is probably a good thing because we've worn these. You can't see anything out of them, and they fog up instantly. Ours, I bought one from the same guy. The filters got cut off, probably because of asbestos or something, but still really cool looking. I would have them. And his rarest, and your favorite mask, right? Mm-hmm. The Polish C2 with a big asbestos filter on it. Pretty modern for when it came out in the 30s, because it's got
38.
38.
Yep.
It's got an oral nasal cup and like a kind of pseudo voice diaphragm exhale thing. The lights just. Yeah. All right. That's weird because we have sunlight as our main thing, our main light. So that's his collection. My collection, we're gonna start with probably my least interesting mask. The Soviet GP5, but this is my first mask actually. 12. You know, you've seen it. These. Get them for like $9. Sometimes more, sometimes less. U.S. Navy Mark IV gas mask. It's got a really cool like back of the. It does that. It's scary. It's got this connector system that shifts sometimes. This sits on the back of your neck and you wear the mask. It's a pretty cool design concept until you actually start using it and you realize that it's not too great at things like looking up. But still looks really cool and, you know, collectible, nice to have. That was succeeded by the US Navy Mark V, which is very good, especially considering when it was made. Mine has a more modern headset, or a head harness, I mean. 2 C1 filters on the side, voice diaphragm that's actually very good, XL valve, panoramic lens, it's celluloid so it can bend, it's like soft rubber, it's surprisingly comfortable, especially for when it was made. Very good quality. We got my MSA, I think it's called the B17 with a check filter on it. Pretty good mask, great defogging system, you can hear your voice okay in it, you know, all around pretty good. On the same vein, I have my version of the Racal mask. I put my one of my Soviet filters on it, so it looked like the mask from Metro. Just had it on my shelf. My copy, I guess, of the LAGR Mark I. Mine actually has the older 60mm filter when it was reissued to, I think, the Danish.
Yeah.
Pretty cool design in gold. My version of the M2 optical has a bag with it. It's, you know, like I said, already covered this one. Alright, so this is the XM28. It's a prototype American mask, otherwise known as the Grasshopper or the Locust. They were trying to design a lightweight mask that could fold pretty small, which they succeeded with this, but it's only effective against riot agents. It won't actually protect you from like actual chemical weapons. And so it ended up getting, not replaced, but the version that ended up in service was the M17, which fails at being a really lightweight mask, because as you're about to see, it is not small or lightweight at all. It's heavy, and the filters don't last very long. So and you have to take the mask off to change them. So it's generally not the best design, but really famous. Served America through Vietnam into the Gulf Wars. Canadian C3, 60mm filter, head harness. It's actually an updated version of this. You can see how similar they look. Just a modern version. I think this is still in service with some Canadian police, I think, but they're phasing it out because it's got the outdated filter port. Soviet GP4 civilian mask. You see a lot of these around Chernobyl and photos from Chernobyl. You know, just pretty basic. Kind of like some of the World War II military masks were designed very similarly. Big coffee can filter, decent sack. Shot.
Sack.
GSR Mark V, more like this, so you can have easy access. You're still giggling over sack, aren't you?
Okay.
It's very big asbestos filter, and it's this. You see a lot of these in photos from World War II. Decent, cool looking, and it was the version that was in general service before this. Next up we have my two Czech VZ35s. One is a more complete kit than the other. I think this one's the complete kit. I'll start with this one. It's got the bag, take it out. It's got the mask, old filter, lot of asbestos. And this one has a like reddish orange inside, which is really interesting.
Let me get a close up of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's just cool. Then I have my other one right here. Really similar bag. It's essentially the same mask, but just gray inside. Really decent and pretty good for when they were being made. 35, 36. Next up, yeah, my PMG, which mine came with a full kit and I got for $19. The biggest influence were the Combine mask and Half-Life. Optical, so you could use optics while wearing it, believe it or not. Side-loading filter. One of the main complaints about this mask is that it doesn't have like a metal filter board, it's just sculpted rubber that takes a filter. It works, but it's frustrating, as anyone who's ever owned one of these can test. And they don't, native filters can mess those up. Serbian M2. It's a modernized version of the M1 gas mask. It's very compact. It came with this filter. It's very good. It's just your basic gas mask. It's nothing too special. Not good. Not terrible. Oh, not great. Not terrible. It's good. This is by Netherlands, I think. Type K. My Type G is upstairs. I forgot to get that. It's unwieldy anyway. This mask is actually really interesting because it was made in a time of uncertainty as to what type of filter would be used in the future. So they were issued with these. This is being really frustrating. They were issued with these 40mm filters, bell-shaped. It goes around the mask like this. Sometimes. Embarrassing. I'll put it on there. It's a pretty compact mask. It's very good. Really cool looking design. It looks kind of like a praying mantis in some ways. Something really interesting about this is that you can also attach a 60mm filter because it has two filter ports. So, and the 60mm is actually very easy to attach. You just pop it on, good to go. It's a very interesting concept, and it's like surprised it wasn't done more often than it was, especially during the transitional period from 60mm to 40mm. And good bag for it. It came with, see if I can find it. Might not be in there.
What, the defogging kit?
Yeah, I found it. Came with this defogging kit. It's all still in there. My Draeger Blanco from 1936, I believe. It's got the original filter, it's all original. Used during the Spanish Civil War. It's a German design. And it is pretty much the design that's going to become the German masks of World War II mostly. And the strap system for this is really weird. It's a little frustrating if you don't know how to use it. So it's got the back of the head right there, and it has these, but you pull tight and then loop back around to clip onto these.
Yeah, that's similar to the
ZV6
and MP5.
And MP5 too. So it ends up being a 5. Yeah, it ends up being a 5-point head harness, but it's really finicky to get on there. Not the most comfortable and doesn't make the best seal, but still a really interesting part of history. Last but not least, we have what is, if I ever actually need a gas mask, this is what I'm using. MSA Millennium. Mine has this tag that says 1081 on it. I don't know what that means. But
is it metal?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've got a American C2 filter on it. It's got the protection thing. You can take that off really easily. Just take this bit off and pop that off. And if you take that off, it's actually flexible. So you can, I guess, squish binoculars onto it and use that for optics, I guess. Good voice diaphragm, got a drinking tube, and a pretty good, comfortable, and functional mask. So yeah, that was our joint gas mask collection. Hope you enjoyed seeing that. If you have any more questions, you can definitely leave one in the comments, and we'll answer the best we can.
But she's so nice, but she's so nice, but she's so nice. But she's so nice, but she's so nice, but she's so nice. I treat her badly, but she comes back every time. It goes to show that none of these hoes are worth it.